You know, I've decided again. I have actually decided against it. I don't need the resolution of Mezu King. If you need it, I apologize, but I don't need it. I don't know why you would need it. I'm not voice acting or anything. You don't really know what it is. Anyway, hi, sir. Chapter 6. Already done most of these. Honestly, a lot of these are not all that interesting if we're not going to voice them. And we didn't start at the beginning of the game, and my throat's bad today, so we aren't even going to start now. So we will probably stop doing sub-stories, honestly. Except for Kamaki. We are going to do Kamaki, because that has purpose. It doesn't really change much compared to my first playthrough of Yakuza's Kiwami, because my first playthrough, I did not finish all of the sub-stories. Now, is that gonna deteriorate this playthrough? Not really, because we're still gonna get what makes the game so great. But you know, whatever. And in all honesty, since I'm not voicing them, it makes it hard for you guys to enjoy them. And I'm kind of like skipping through all the text because of that too. It makes it even worse. It's just me playing the game at that point, which I guess is fine. But, you know, there's no point to it. At least there'd be a point if I'm getting something out of it. I'm not really getting anything out of it. I do get some things out of it. But that's also why we're gonna do Kamaki's, because that gives us something of insane value, which is Tiger Drop. And you don't understand that yet, but you will. You will completely understand that. And it'll make the game, in my opinion, a little bit more interesting to watch. Maybe a little bit more boring sometimes, but the way I'll react will be funnier. I'll say that much. Anyway, fuck you for not being out. What do you mean? I don't care that it's out of order. I'm going in. Alright. This is going to speed up the playthrough a lot. Minus when we do Kamaki and Majima everywhere. But we were going to do that anyway. Maybe not Kamaki, but I decided I want Tiger Drop. So we're going to do at least the Tiger Drop. But if we're going to get that far, to get Tiger Drop, this is extremely helpful later. For bosses and shit. If we're going to get all the way to Tiger Drop, we might as well do Kamaki Parry and finish Kamaki's sub-stories. Alright, and with that, I no longer need either of these things. Put that on. I'm gonna put that on. Just to take them off, because I'm gonna need to when I come in here. I might not need to for the sub-story, which this will probably be the last real one I do, but... Dude wants to fight.
Yeah.
He wants to fight me. We gonna do it. I'm ready. I don't know if it's gonna force my armor and shit off or not, but this guy's not fun to fight. He's not terrible. He's got a lot of fucking health. Like right now he doesn't have a whole lot compared to what he could have. That shit fucking blows. He can have a lot. I didn't show off exactly how much health an opponent can end up having in Yakuza 0 because we didn't do the Amon fight. But yeah, well, we did see Shakedown, but even that's not the most. Dude wanted to grab me, I told him no. I'm just not into that. Oh, he got me that time. Where are you punching? Bro. I dodged into him and dodged it. I don't understand how that works. He's gotta fucking stop. Like, my only critique to the combat is how, the AI does not understand how to handle aggressive tactics. So all it does is block and counterattack. And it doesn't counterattack enough, but you end up with scenarios like this. At least if he counterattacked more, I don't know how he hit me, but he did. At least if he counterattacked more, I would be more inclined to dodge. But since they focus on fucking blocking, there's no, like, incentive to it. I just fucking failed everything there. And when I do try to preempt an attack, because the tells are usually kind of too short for my brain. I always end up missing the dodge. Sometimes that shit happens, where I counterattack and nothing fucking happens, because you hit nothing. And then when you should have hit nothing, you hit them. It doesn't make fucking sense. But that happens sometimes. Nobody ever said it's perfect, but it is actually pretty good overall. Anyway, I don't know if I should have done that, because now he can show up in my Coliseum fight. But, you know, we did it. It's over. The deed is done. I do not have full health. You might think this could be a problem. And you'd be right. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Alright. So we're here to help Flores. Staring at that kid pretty
much.
桐生、お前いつからそこに？
いい女だな。趣味のいいガキだ。
How do you know she's a nice girl?
悪かね。どこぞの組長の娘でなければな。
この町の組か？
いや、浅草のケチな組さ。お前向きの情報はしてねえよ。
Some serious
今
RB.
日は無駄足だったな。
そうか。
Why he's got a baseball bat? Oh, they're at the batting center. Guess that's why. But he looks kind of anxious. Also, that bag's pretty big for the batting center, and it's not even a like a bat duffel. In case you were ever lost, the green thing show you where the exit is. Because we needed that. I want to know what they did to be able to get the subway to go past this without going through it. Because obviously the subway's not gone. Oh, hi. I thought you were dead. I can. Your model hasn't changed. So we found the legendary Ripper.
お前、死んだはずだったんじゃ。
お恥ずかしいことで、外じゃそういう話になってるみたいですね。青木からでも聞いたんですか？
ああ、そうだ。俺の事件を追ってて、東京湾に浮かんだって。
さすが花屋さんだ。完璧に情報でっち上げてくれたんですね。
どういうことだ？
実は5年前、サイの河原に入ってボスと知り合ったんです。そして情報屋としての自分が足元にも及ばないことを感じてね。それで姿を隠してボスの部下として働こうと決めたんですよ。
でもどうして死んだなんて嘘。
It's a very like manga
俺には
process.
幸い嫁も子供もいなかったんで、別に死ん
They're
で
very
も人
Yakuza
間あ
thought.
りゃしない。
Now that I think they happen
そ
so
れな
many
らいっ
times.
そのこと自分を消してしまった方が情報が集めやすいと思いましてね。それで花屋さんに
Kiryu and
頼んだんで
Kazuma.
す。
そうか。でも青木は
This scenario.
今でもお前のことを探していたぞ。
Shinji.
そうですか。
That's just what we've seen so
俺の
far.
ことは青木には黙っていてください。お願いします。
ああ、わかった。
それじゃあまた。
Goodbye. You were super fucking important to what we were doing. But this is also super important to what we were doing, right? Like, this has everything to do with what's going on with the 10 billion and all that. If I had any complaints about this first, like, this is technically the first game. Chronologically, it's not anymore. But this was the first game. My only real complaint about this game is this part, story-wise. I don't really have any complaints about the rest of the game, apart from, like, I'm complaining about the combat. Like, that really is a minor complaint, because the combat is very good. It's always very satisfying. And the game is not really hurt Like, it could be better, don't get me wrong, if they had worked around the things that I complain about. But it doesn't really hurt the game anyway. I am not rating the game much lower, if lower at all, because the enemies block a little too much. Hell, if I did that, Yakuza 6 and Yakuza 2, Kiwami 2, would be way lower on my fucking list. Same with Gaiden. This is lower on my list, mainly because of the story. And again, if I had any gripes, it's a bit like this. Because this doesn't really... I don't remember this tying into like the main plot point at all, which is finding Yumi and figuring out where the 10 billion yen is. But now we gotta fight this dude because he's mistaken us for one of Kyoka, the girl, one of her father's subordinates. Which, I mean, sure, you look the part, but we know better. We're not gonna let you do that. This is the North Star shit. And it's done. Quick and easy. Technically a boss type enemy because he had a Kiwami attack, but no.
違う。わけを話せ。どうなってるんだ。
追われてるんだ。俺たち。京香の親父。後部組から。
何があった？
京香が一緒に逃げてくれって。
So at our next break, I might stop for a little bit. We'll probably cut the stream.
あんた、悪いけどもう行っていいか？ダメだ。
So I can,
お前ら。
たかし、お前チーム抜けるってよ。メールで済む話じゃねえだろうが。
後で筋は通すつもりだったんだ。
いや。
I was thinking about ordering food. Probably.
な根性だからよ。パシリで鍛えてやってんだろうが。
今急いでんだ。
なめてんじゃねえぞこら。なんだ、おっさん。
行けよ、たかし。今日はちょうど撃とうと思ってたんだ。ひねくれたカーブをな。
だと？
行け。
すまね
え。Anyway.
おっさん、今さら謝っても遅えぞ。
おい、一つ貸しとくからな。
I like how I knew where the camera is. Alright, we're fighting B King. Now, if you were paying attention while I wasn't, you know that B King is the gang that Forrest's kid was from. And he's just kind of dipping. Even though that's not how things work in this gang. I don't want him to heal. Ah, hell. Still don't want him to heal. He's really trying, though. He's the only one left. And we're basically done. It's over. He's done. We got it.
おい、たかしのことはほっといてやる。
That was his name. Tashi.
どっちにしろあいつは終わりだ。筋もんが網張ってるからな。
I like how I'm playing with a
なんでそこま
baseball
でするんだ。
right behind this dude.
あいつの女
One
親
good
父の金持
throw
って逃げ
and
たんだってよ。
親父
he's
の
6 feet under.
組の金か。
デボラってクラブだ。劇場前の。
手間のかかるガキだ。
Good power painting. Alright, well, before we go to Debola, just relatively close. I wanted to heal, but there's no fucking food place to heal. Upgrade Iron Fortitude. We're just using these. I just bought them to heal up. Got a decent amount of healing there. Insane that the Stamina and X's, I ate 4 of them and did not fully heal. Now Staminans heal less than Foreigners. Fuck, what was the name of that one? Was it Torrent? No, Foreigners heat. Toughness. Staminans heal less than toughness, but not by a whole lot, honestly. Kind of as you get, like, better ones, but you don't get any heat from them. The Staminans are usually, like, the go-to. If you can get all your bonuses to get back from...
どきなさい。私はもう帰らないんだから。
お嬢、申し訳ありませんが、力ずくでも。
たかしはたかしはどうする気？
お嬢をたぶらかしたガキです。きっちり落とし前つけさせていただきやす。
そんな。
違うの。私が一人でお金を持ち出したんだから、たかしは関係ない。
お嬢、違いやす。お嬢はそう仕向けられたんですよ。
強化下がってろ。
Big gaslighting.
ずっと前に決めたんだ。俺は何があっても強化を守るって。待てこら。すいません兄貴、こいつ勝手に。
ずいぶん賑やかだな。外野の出る幕じゃねえ。彦出ろ。そうはいかねえ。あんたらそのガキ殺しかねんからな。
やかましい。
Ass to face right over the grail.
大した根性だな。この人数相手に。話は締めだ。やれ。
So the Bee King and Kakashi weren't the real bosses of this section. I think this guy is. He doesn't have enough health. Right, what I want to do here is that. That's what I want to do here. Ideally, we keep building heat and getting rid of the small guys. And then we switch to Brawler and finish up. Now we cannot throw a Sai over. Alright, you're pissing me off. Oh. I'm gonna take this opportunity. He can heal, that's fine. The goal was not to get him to that point. It was to get everybody else off the map. 'Cause now I can focus on this dude. And it's over. Would have been nice to finish it with the Kiwami attack, but we're good with the normal
たかし、
Higashi.
取った金は置いてけ。ずうずうしすぎる。
分かったよ。
ダメよ。お金もなくてこれからどうするの？
でもよ。
クソガキ。てめえそんな半端でお嬢と逃げる気か。チームじゃパシリで、挙句にはメールで組み抜けるってか。
黙りなさい。いいよ、たかし。もう行こう。
お嬢、親父は何よりお嬢の幸せを。
ならなんでお父さんは来ないの？
それはその。
ふざけないでよ。私はね、お父さんがヤクザなばっかりに今まで散々だった。
分かってやす。お友達もできず、お嬢はずっとお一人きりだった。親父もそれが不憫でならねえと。
たかし、
俺確かに今は半端です。でも目いっぱい働きます。頑張って頑張っ
Now
て。
he says all this shit,
絶対に京香さんを幸せにしますから。
but actions were no.
証明します。
That's not the action we were talking about.
よせ。お前は極道じゃねえんだ。さっき口にしたことをやりゃそれでいい。あんたもそれでいいな。親父からの伝言です。京香、私は生まれついての極道だ。京香、私は生まれついての極道だ。何十人の部下を連れながら、だがたった一人の娘を幸せにしてやれない極道者だ。汚れすぎた私の手にお前を抱きしめてやる資格は
A part that has no point to the actual plot, it does
京
hit.
香をよろしくお願いします。
It's pretty hard.
花から組長の描いた絵図通りってことか。
もういいんですかい？
Why is he staring at the camera?
そのモニターにじんじまって見れたもんじゃね
こいつは。
え。あんたヤクザ嫌いなんだってな。
ええ。
いいのか。
あんたはせがれの選んだ女の親父。俺にはそれだけです。
立派な息子さんだ。
俺が育てたんじゃないですから。
うちもさ。
Anyway. Now I gotta go to the forest. The real question is our best friend still at the park? That's the only question I have and the only thing I care about. Because until he moves from the park, we're kind of on main story mode. I'm gonna stop by Conrad real quick. Keep the beef. Eat that beef. I haven't really been making money because I didn't go back to the Coliseum. That's okay. I don't wanna. We are going to. I just don't want to. I need so many points in order to finish the Coliseum. Make it bad. Anyway, can't you move? Move for me. Won't move. Stuck there. I don't know when I get him back. Stuck there. Hello, doggo. Oh, I did not mean to hit the dog. Damn it. I am not Dio. Punch the dog. Average everyday sewer kind of sewer. Subway. You know, I have to wonder, like, I don't really know. I've never really thought about it.
ああ、そうだ。
Uh,
そういえば、高志の
exactly
娘の
what
親父さん
goes
がこんな
into
も
like
ん置いてっ
city
たん
planning.
だ。
But like, how do sewers and subways work whenever I got Goemon?
強化って女のおやつさんか。
How do sewers and subways work? Like,
俺にくれるのか。
do they work
あ
kind of
あ、
in
ここで一緒
tandem
に
where
見て
like
たんだよ。
the sewer
お前に
doesn't
感謝してたぞ。
go as
まあ、
far
魚の
down
差
as
し
the
入れなん
subway,
だ。もらっと
so
け。
it doesn't even
あ
have
あ、そ
they
れか
don't even
ら、
have to worry about it?
実はこ
Or
の
does
地
it
下
go
街に
lower
は
through
ちょっ
the
とし
subway?
たカジノがあるんだが、
Because there's no way it
お
like
前も入れる
interconnects
ようにしとい
the
た
subway.
から、
But it has to get
暇があっ
around
た
it
ら言ってみ
somehow
な。
to be able to move sewage from like area to area, unless they don't all interconnect. But even then, like at some point, it has to connect to the sewage treatment plants that they have. So unless they've got a shit ton of them where it doesn't intersect with the subway, it interconnects and goes through that passage anyway. So how do they do it? That's all I'm asking. How do they do it? Because like if they put the subway lower than the sewage system, like that came first and they put it in lower afterwards, I could get that. Because you could put the entrances wherever, where it isn't in the way of your like sewage area and your electric lines. Oh god, just adding electric and plumbing too. Holy
もしも
shit.
し。
あ、キリュウちゃん、私レイナよ。
Reina.
どうした。
伊達さんがセレナで酔いつぶれてるの。
Date's
ちょっと
drunk.
セレナに来てく
We
れな
gotta
い
go
かし
help
ら。
him.
わかった。すぐに行く。
それじゃあ
Remember,
早く来
he's
てね。
a responsible adult who can do things. We can trust him. Anyway, chapter 6 is actually taking a long time considering how short the other 5 chapters were. And it's not like we didn't do all the sub stories. Like we did half of it. The other half I can't do. And the couple I didn't do that aren't Kamaki's, I'm not going to do. And we did the Kamaki's sub stories way before we got to chapter 6. So it begs the question, why was this chapter so long? Not that that's a terrible thing. I think we're like at the halfway point, technically. I think this game was 12, but I don't remember. I'm not going to go into the trophies and figure it out. Anyway, we can pick up Altered Beast, and we can pick up 777 Dragon, and we can pick up the Yinglong Conflict. I think this is what I want eventually. So I can't wear this yet. It has less armor anyway, so I'm not gonna wear it. But it doesn't give me XP, so I don't want it. Same with this one. This Beast Amulet. That actually could be good right now. But also I don't care. Okay, going into Serena. At this point, I'm probably not going to get much more on the TP list because a lot of it's going to be minigames and other nonsense.
伊達さん、
And
キ
each
リュウ
one
ちゃん
is
待って
like
る
10
間、ず
until
っ
we
と
get
飲
to
み
the
続
Golden
けてて
Pistol.
ね。
Now, unlike Zero, I don't think I gotta finish the completion list to get the Golden Pistol. I think I've unlocked it before without finishing it. Because I've never 100%ed this game and platinumed it.
こんなに
Which to
強い
platinum this
世界
game,
は
you basically have to
どうしたんだ。
100% it.
さあね、いろいろあるみたい。
I have platinumed several Yakuza games. 4, I think. Yeah. So, God, that That phone is
さやっ
blasted
て
with
女
that.
からだが、
I never owned one of those phones, but my
約束
parents
すっぽ
did
かしたようだな。
それ
when I was
伊
young.
達さんの娘さんよ。さっき酔っ払いながら言ってた。この辺で会う約束してたみたいだけど、しょうがないわね。
これ
So
ね。
yeah, his daughter
ここ
just
の向かいに裏路地あるでしょ。
called at him
そ
all
こに
angry.
第三公園って小さな公園があるの。
Another side thing that doesn't really pertain to the story, but it kind of does. Because Date is always a big part of the Yakuza series.
ねえ、おじさん、暇？これから私たちと遊ばない？一人でもいいけど、二人一緒でもオッケー。条件は特にないけど、無茶なのは勘弁ね。
どういう意味だ？
え？どういう意味って。ごめんね、やっぱなんでもない。でもどうすんの、さや。すぐに見つかるって、行こう。
さや、
ちょっと。
伊達さんの娘か。
Old school gal outfits, by the way. Long socks and shit. So angry.
伊達さんは知ってんのか？
はあ？知ってるわけないじゃん。頭おかしいんじゃないの？
お前らよりはマシだ。俺は自分を
Damn.
安売りしたりはしない。
関係ないでしょ。ちくりたきゃちくりゃいいじゃん。とにかくお金が必要なの。ほっといてよ。
Why do you need money? Why do you need money so bad that you're gonna enter the red light district?
さやの味方？
多分な。
Probably.
そっか。実はね、さや、変な男にハマっちゃってんだ。翔太郎とかいうやつ。
Totaro.
チャンピオン街のシェラックってバーの。
それで
It's Bellic.
なんか金のかかる男なんだって。それで、あの子あんなことまでして遊ぶ金稼ごうとしてるの。
This is why, like,
ねえ、おじさん。
the cabaret clubs and the host clubs are kind of fucking
おじ
shit.
さん強そうだし。
Because this is a
さやの
common
お父さ
thing.
んの友達なんでしょ？
Like,
なんとかできな
and
い。
it shows up a lot in the games to reiterate why it's such a problem. Which Ryuga Gotoku is really good about that. Hitting on things that are actually problems and like reflecting the current era of like a set piece. Example in Lost Judgment and Judgment. There's a not a focus, but it shows up a lot. Stray cat, which is a big problem in America as well. Stray animals in general, for one reason or another. But stray cats are a big problem in Japan.
いらっしゃいませ。
Not a big
翔太
problem,
郎はいる
but
か？
like it's an issue that doesn't get dealt with. So
お客さん、知り合いかい？
in
そうかい。
Judgment,
そうだな。
you could take pictures
一つ
of
ゲー
all
ム
of
しよ
the
う。うちで一番高いの
this
を当
one,
ててく
right?
れ。
Fuck, I don't.
いらっしゃいませ。
しょ
お客さん、知り合いかい？そうだな。一つゲームをしよう。うち。もう
25-year-old model. I should have
コロ
known
ナ
that.
もういない。この町一のホストになるんだ。
He works at Stardust now. His name's Shota. There's no way he's Shota, and I don't remember him, so I'm just pulling that out of my ass, but there's no way he's a Shota at a host club. So his name is kind of ridiculous. Anyway, we go to Stardust now. I don't think we're gonna get Majima for a while. And there's a reason why I'm saying that. Like, I don't think he's gonna show up in chapter 7 either. Which I forgot about until I was looking at the sub-story stuff, and then I remembered. I didn't forget about it, but I didn't know it was that soon. Anyway, there's a lot of fucking people out here. Fuck. Hi, Yuya.
あ、桐生さん、いらっしゃいませ。お一人ですか？
いや、翔太ってのは来てるか。
ええ、翔太なら。
Interesting that he works at Stardust when he's doing
あ
this
そこ
shit.
にいるのがそうです。
Because Stardust is actually a respectable establishment. Oh, Date's here. He's sober.
伊達さんか。
Sober enough anyway.
さや。
お父さん。
お客さん困ります。
どけ。
翔太、大丈夫？
さや、お前こんなとこで。
こんなとこで？何よ、今さら父親面？今日だって約束すっぽかしたくせに。
それは。
お父さんはいっつもそう。会ったって何も言ってくれないし、つまらなそうにして、そのくせこんな時だけ父親ぶる。
さや。
帰るね。
さやちゃん。
Dude does not care. Also, why is he wearing a pearl like necklace? That shit fucks me up. It might be meant. Those were words. It might meant.
何よ、あんたたち。
Why can't I get the sentence I want out? It might supposed to be like a silver necklace, like a silver chain with a brooch on it, but it doesn't look like a men's necklace.
おい、何やってんだ。
なんだおっさん。
その子から手離せ。
Hopefully grabbed her.
この女はな、うちの会社に借金があんだよ。関係ねえから引っ組んだ。
Which establishment?
借金。
Pelican.
この女、ホストクラブ通い詰めて借金まみれよ。借りた金返さないって言うから体で稼いでもらおうってわけ。今度ビデオでデビューすっからよ。おっさんも買ってくれや。
This is one of the best moments Date has.
やろう。桐生。お前。
Not to say that there aren't other badass ones, but
覚悟はできてんだろうな。
伊達さん。
like the family thing is pretty
話は
quick.
後にしようぜ。
Anyway, we fight with bushy brows now. I'm gonna grab this sign. And we're gonna show everybody what's on the menu. Kettle! Ow. Enjoy! Enjoy! I don't think we did that one yet, if I wanted it. I missed everything! Sign! Here's your sign. Alright.
俺はあの子の父親だ。お前らのボスと話をさせろ。
遅いっすね。伊達さん。一人で行っちゃったけど大丈夫ですかね。
Date wanted to talk to him, and now we don't know what's happening. So that could be a problem. Hot.
翔太が言ったの。町金から借りた店のツケすぐ返さないとまずいからどうにかして金作れって。
いつからそんなことを？
本当は初めてだったの。でも来週までにお金を用意できなかったら翔太殺されるかもって言うから。
てめえの命欲しくて自分の女に何とかしろってのが本当にお前を大事にしてるならそんなこと言えるわけが。
Good
でも
point.
私には翔太しかいないから。
伊達さんならお前を守ろうとする。自分がどんな目に遭わされようともな。
What he's
お
doing
前の
right
ことを
now.
一番大事に思ってるのは翔太じゃない、伊達さんだ。
ねえ桐生さん、私お父さんが心配。
その町金の場所わかるか？
ピンク通りの花形ビル、そこがあいつらの事務所なの。
Thank
そう
ya.
さや、お前も一緒に来るんだ。
How you're gonna break her heart. You can't figure it out yet. It's kind of not illegal. It's definitely not illegal, but a hard to catch, like honeypot type fish. Like, you don't need to have played the game before to have seen like where this is going. Bro, you pushed me away from the sign. And now you're gonna eat sign. I haven't done that one yet, so that was nice. Alright. We continue. Made our way downtown. I don't... Oh, door's right there. In we go. Getting his ass.
ねえあんた、さやの親父さんなら金払ってよ。そしたらビデオの話は忘れてやるよ。いくらなんだ？店のツケが20。俺が立て替えたから利子と合わせて400。
翔太はさ、うちの系列で金借りたのよ。その利子が乗っかってんだよ。
バカだ。払えないんだったらさやちゃんしょうがないでしょ。
Those are pearls. Why is he wearing a pearl necklace?
こいつ殺か。
へえ、4か。丸棒じゃねえか。
マジか。やべえじゃねえかよ。
まあ待てよ。お父さんさ、丸棒だったら押収した拳銃とか山ほどあんだろ。何？そいつを回してくれたらさやの借金チャラにしてやるよ。どうだ、いい話だろ。話にならねえよ。
強がってんじゃねえよ。
翔太、なんで？
薄情な親父だねあんた。娘、大事じゃないの？大事だ。大事に決まってんだろ。さやには指一本触れさせねえ。だったら要求を飲めよ。俺はさやの父親だ。だが警察官だ。お前らの要求は飲めねえ。じゃあさやはどうなってもいいんだな。
The wording is so
あん
leading.
たはさやより仕事を取ったんだな。殺せよ。なんだと？殺せって言ったんだ。ここで俺が死ねばさすがにお前らでも逃げきれないだろう。日本の警察は甘くねえんだよ。それにさやはきっと俺の友達が守ってくれる。じゃあ望み通りにしてやるよ。別に俺らは殺なんか怖くねえ。花から失うものなんてねえんだ
Alright,
よ。
hold on. How did he flip that bitch like a fucking spring-assisted knife when it was a butterfly blade? These are questions that need asked that I never noticed before.
腐ってるぜ。 お前ら。
Alright, well, let's begin.
一緒にぶっ殺してやる。
Somehow Date is feeling better. I'm gonna grab this chair, and we are gonna beat some ass with the chair. And we're gonna beat some ass with another chair. We're just gonna keep throwing chairs until they die. Then once we're done with the extras, we will switch back to Brawler and fight us. He tried to hit me. Ooh. Fucking powerbomb into a stomp. If you didn't know before, you're learning that Yakuza is big on like wrestling. Ryuga Goto is huge on it. And it makes sense, like it's a brawling. But like it's to an abnormal degree. And like I'm a fan. But it's entertaining. It really is. I have enough for 2 skills. That's great. He got his ass beat.
20が400だって。冗談にしても笑いやしねえな。しょうもん。
I don't know why he needs to do shit like this though. Because the dude obviously has the looks and the fucking charisma to make bank off the host job. So, why?
借りができたな、桐生。
いや。
Like, there's no point to get yourself stuck in a situation that he just got himself into.
普通の女子高生なんだな。そうしてると。
やだ、ジロジロ見ないでよ。お父さん。
He's just as tall as that. God damn. I forgot he did that.
俺はダメ
I'm
な
a failure as a father. But you fucked up.
お母さんとお前から逃げ出した。だからお前に何も言えた義理じゃないと分かってる。でもな、それでも一つだけ約
Don't
束して
do
く
what
れ
you。just did.
自分をもっと大切にしてくれ。さえが幸せになるためにもっと自分自身を愛してくれ。それ
Real word.
お前が苦しんだり危ない目にあったら俺は守ってやる。守ってやるから。
分かった。分かったから泣かないでよ。
Fuck you for smacking me. So you sat there for the whole moment, then walk away, like near the end of it? Kiryu does know time and place, but also no.
おはよう、伊達君。
課長、
Hi,
何か
who are you?
ああ、
You?
ちょっと話がね。
何のお話でしょうか。
10年前、君は独断である事件の捜査を進め、
Hello,
その
sir.
後のキャリアを滞らせた。2度目がないことは分かっているね。
ええ、まあ。
単刀直入に言おう。今君が調べていることからすぐに手を引くんだ。
どの件でしょう。
交渉の余地はないんだよ、伊達君。今すぐ手を引きなさい。話は
The
以上
fucking...
だ。
So, this is kind of foreshadowing for a later game. The fucking police
お
corruption.
い、伊達君。
Because it builds and builds and builds and build a game where it actually
今のが伊
comes
達
into
刑事だ
play.
ね。
はい。
But police corruption always happens
どう
in
だ
this game.
須藤君。
誘拐犯なんですね、伊達さんと一緒にいるのは。
そうだ。依頼主は明かせないが、捜索願いが出ている。上から直接頼まれた異例の任務だが、一家で引き受けてもらえないか。
わかりました。
Well, that's problematic. Sins of the father. We are now done with chapter 6. Took a hot minute, but we got there.
その様子じゃ柏木に泣くまで怒られたって感じやな。
島野のおじき。
聞いたで。踊れの子分に手空いとるようやの錦山。
せっかく風間のおやさんにいろいろと便宜を図ってもらったってのに、俺が不甲斐ないせいで。
やっぱりわしが思ってた通りや。風間っちゅう男もえげつないことをやりよるの。
どういうことです？
本気でお前を大事に育てる気やろうやったら、そんな連中選ぶはずないやろが。まあ嫌な思い散々させてお前が値上げるのを待っとるんやろな。
そんな。
これだけは覚えとけ。風間はな、桐生に組を持たせたいだけや。桐生のやったことは絶対許されへん。せやけどな、皮肉なもんやが、
Note how they keep bringing up Kiryu around Nishiki over and over and over.
それなりの貫禄がつくもんや。シャバに出た時はもうお前には手の届かんところにおるやろな。親殺しの下道でも貫禄さえつきゃそれなりに上になれるんがわしらの世界や。ひょっとすると目障りなくらいでかい組こしらえるかもしれん。
でも柏木さんは桐生が出てきたら俺の組で面倒見てやれって。
ドアホ、目覚ませ。面倒見られんのはお前の方や。まあでもそん時は桐生もやりづらいやろうからの。
Shimano isn't necessarily wrong, but he is also definitely stirring the pot on purpose.
仇にでもなれや。
The way he walks fucks me up too, because he's got like the little waddle without actually waddling. The dragon and the koi.
おい、桐生。こいつを見てくれ。
Now, if this was your first game, you would wonder what the title of that meant. But since we played Zero, you know, because you've seen it. The koi is Nishiki's tattoo.
死因は頭部挫傷および出血多量によるショック死。死体はコンクリートの重しをつけられて沈んでいた。かなりの拷問を受けている。
水木なのか。
なんとも言えんが、ただこの入れ墨、水木の入れてた模様と一緒なんじゃないのか。
Things are starting to get deep.
どうした？
この辺りよく見てくれ。小さく歌って文字が見えないか。
おう。
こいつは二代目歌彫りの仕事だ。この彫り師は必ずどっかに自分の命を入れるんだ。
じゃあこの死体の入れ墨もその彫り師が？
ああ、俺の背中も彫ってくれた。占領通りとピンク通りの間の竜神会館にいるはずだ。
The legendary
写
artist
真の女が
with
見
the
つけ
dragon.
はるかには酷だ。あいつには伏せておく。
ああ。
The tattoo artist stuff is actually really interesting in this these games because it's always like
いってらっしゃい。
they won't do the tattoo unless they feel it for the character and shit like that. That's insane. Anyway, I got Mizuki's photo. Oh, it's been an hour. That's actually perfect timing. Let's get our 2 upgrades. Get our attack damage and our alcohol buff. Now I need 85 to do anything in the body. Which I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more health upgrades, but it doesn't take me to anything. And 1 more damage upgrade that I don't need any of the shit in front of it. Maybe master the balanced diet. Wall smashing, destruction. Champion. Crushing elbows. We're never gonna use any of this by the time we get it all. We'll use this. That's like the one thing we'll use. Anyway, we hit our hour mark. So, I am going to. We're gonna stop for now. It's been about 4.5 hours. 4 hours actually gameplay, but yeah. And I'm gonna eat and do a couple things. So we'll be back on hopefully in half an hour, 40 minutes. We'll see. But if not, I'll be on by 10 Central. We're gonna stop the recording.